All right. So the point is, as usual, there's no point. No. Just looking at, sometimes we look at something and something that worked for something completely different also works for other things. For example, I tried the approach of only being an author now. Now, for some time, I didn't really feel happy just being an author because I can do more. Only I can't do everything at once. So you have to focus on what is important to you specifically. So if your relationship to a certain someone is important to you, then you have to focus on this. You have to pay attention from day one. If you want the woman to stay with you, you have to pay attention to her. But the same goes for the woman. If the woman wants to keep this man in her life, she has to pay attention to him as well. Otherwise, they will move away from each other. And they will start having all kinds of fights and discussions. Because if you feel like somebody isn't giving you what you need, you're going to try to get it through discussions. Because it's just kind of an energy exchange. And at one point, fighting becomes the way you have a relationship. And once it becomes a habit, you will go back into this way of having a relationship all the time. Because this is how you know it, right? And maybe you've learned it from your own parents because they were fighting a lot. So, focus. If you want to have a relationship that works, you have to be prepared to stop seeing all these friends you have, maybe. Because you cannot spend time all the time with your friends and be with your wife or something. At least for me, I'm sure that I have time and space available for the family that I want to have. So I got rid of all the things that were weighing me down, because what I want the most is a wife and children. This is what I want in my life. And for that reason, I sacrificed all these friends that I had. Because that's how you set priorities. To me, it is a priority to have a family. And that's why this is where my focus is. My focus is not so much about spending time with, my parents or my siblings anymore. My focus is on developing routines that work for me alone, but also having in mind all the time that I'm working towards being a family man. So I have to also have free time available. That's why I, make sure that I'm also social once in a while. But with the right people. Because what I really want, is being together with the woman that I love and building a family. And that's what I'm talking about. It's about focus, not sleeping around because that's just a quick fix. Doing what you love, learning to grow as a person, and then being happy by yourself so that when you are in a relationship, you can be happy together. Cheers.